Hello everyone. Welcome to Dr. Rajkumar Academy. Welcome to the session on 11 to 2023 guys. Now in this, the first most important one is Supreme Court calls for SEBI response over Adani stock fall. So the Supreme Court is saying that in newspaper we are seeing that there are lakhs of crores that investors are losing due to Adani issue. So Supreme Court is telling SEBI, can you tell me what is the measures that you take? What are the policies of yours in case if there is loss of the people? What are you trying to take measures? We are not calling to trouble you, but our main thing is to know whether all the rules are proper to ensure that the common investors are protected. Is here I want you to know this is how the response has to be. So whenever there is any turbulence, right, the Supreme Court and all can look into the issue and check whether the rules are correct or not. Now, government rather than going for JPC, let Supreme Court interfere and also try to look into the rules and regulations rather than focusing on whether Modi is involved, Amit Shah is involved. Rather than these things, first important thing is to protect Indian investors. So this would help in understanding, right? This would help in understanding how exactly the rules and regulations actually are. Resources for states raised sharply. Ms. Nirmala Sitharaman is trying to say that today we have increased the share of states' resources, but still some states have increased, petrol diesel prices. And once petrol diesel prices increases, it would lead to inflation because transportation cost increases. And as transportation cost increases, what is going to happen? It would lead to inflation. So state governments are telling the funds are not enough, so we are going for this. So when you go for freebies, guys, when you try to increase freebies, when you try to increase what you want to just distribute, obviously resources will not be enough. And when resources are not enough, you are going to increase the taxes. So money given will be taken back, right? Industrial output rise moderates to 4.3%. So normally when we look at this industrial output, right, it would rise. It would rise slowly, mainly because when we see the demand for the products are extremely less because of global slowdown. This economic survey also tries to tell us that economy in the world has slowed down. In India, we are able to manage only because of domestic consumption, private consumption. This is what it tries to tell. The number of articles are not so huge today, guys. See, guys, one issue is about quiet contest. This is about Nagaland, guys. They are telling which political parties are there in Nagaland and what is happening in Nagaland. Not so important for us. India's law and order matrix needs a reboot. See, guys, every year, different state governments, IGs, DIGs come, they meet, and they try to discuss about how we should share information and what needs to be done. And in this article, they are trying to argue that, there is no in-depth analysis in this. There are so many problems that are present, but unfortunately, there is no in-depth analysis of each one. They're just talking about, issues in general. This would not help. The discussion should be for recent threats as well. So, guys, they are telling that take small issues and try to discuss about it in detail. So, can you just make a small note here? You can say issues with respect to issues with respect to police work, police work below this. Interstate crime, interstate crime is high, is high mainly because of free movement of people, free movement of people. Next point. Today police do not have police do not have only traditional challenges, only traditional challenges, but they also have but they also have new challenges like new challenges like cybercrime, cybercrime, dark web, dark web, crypto, crypto, maritime security, maritime security, left-wing extremism, drug trafficking, etc. Next point. For new for new problems, for new problems, they require they require new solutions, new solutions, and new skills, and new skills. Next point. There is advancement in there is advancement in weaponry and technology, weaponry and technology. So skills must be improved. So skills must be improved with respect to with respect to police training. So guys, apart from this, they try to argue that when you require to solve future problems, the depth to which they analyze, and how exactly techniques and intelligence sharing must happen should be proactive, is what they try to argue. Pension conundrum. See, this Supreme Court has told, let me explain this issue. Supreme Court has told that some people have not opted for pensions in a proper manner. We will give you 3 to 4 months time, and in that free 3 to 4 months, if we are not in a position, right, if we are not in a position to look into the issues, if we are not in a position, I repeat, if we are not in a position to resolve the issues, then within this 3 to 4 months, we will give you additional time. Please try to give all the pension holders their demands. See this. Let me clearly explain this. So, what has happened? Few people who were in the pension department, right, and who were claiming for pensions, they had not opted in a proper manner. That higher pensions, they had not opted. So let's say you're applying something, you did not opt for something. Because of this, many people did not had the opportunity to get higher pension. But now once they are retired, they are not eligible for this because they did not opt. So Supreme Court said, as there is huge problem, we will give some time. Let them opt for it now. But the government is telling that if we allow people to opt for these things now, then we will not have enough money to pay pension for long, because the pension fund will not earn huge money. So if we start giving higher pension from the money that we have, it is going to trouble, is what it is trying to say. Is in scholarly peer review, discard bath water, keep baby. Is this is an article about how to review, how to write an article. Fine, nothing else. This is not important for us, but I would say in today's articles, if you can read this and understand, anyone who feels their English language is bad, CSAT is not up to the mark, I would say go through this carefully, guys. It will definitely benefit you people. Our government doesn't indulge in vote bank politics, finance minister. Opposition is trying to say that for minorities, the money that you are allocated has very, very less. But, but, we are not indulging into that. We are giving every program to everyone, irrespective of which community they belong to. Karge, suitability of a candidate cleared by collegium can't be subject to judicial review. See guys, now there is a collegium having judges, and these judges will decide who can be elevated to the next level. And during this, right, during this, the candidate selection is normally done by whom? Collegium. In case if there is any problem, in case you don't like a person, then Supreme Court says that we cannot dictate them what to do and what not to do. We cannot go for certiorari. We cannot go for mandamus to the collegium, and their decision is final. You see, constitution, if it is written by the parliament with special majority, if it is passed, parliament can, judiciary can question it on the basis of issues. But if some individual has been cleared, and if you question why did you clear him, then Supreme Court do not have any right to review it. So this is where the problem comes, guys. Only with respect to Supreme Court, especially because when we look at the people, these are all sons and daughters of some other chief justices. So they might have elevated them. So there can be conflict of interest. Judges are not it's not like judges are not human beings. They will also have love towards their kin and kith. Nepotism would be there. This is where the issue is. Is judiciary this year can be a very good question. Prime Minister flags off two Vande Bharat trains in Maharashtra. Vande Bharat trains, they are increasing significantly, guys, and this has led to reduction in the time, and the manufacturing has also increased significantly. Supreme Court dismisses Hindu Sena plea seeking to ban the BBC in India, right? Because of the Modi issue, they wanted to ban BBC itself, which is absolutely wrong, and Supreme Court has not even entertained it. Animal Welfare Board calls off Cow Hug Day. They are told that Feb 14 should be replaced with Cow Hug Day. That is not scientific, so they have removed it. Muslim body condemns rise in hate speech and Islamophobia. Decked up in snow. Third Kalo India Winter Games in Gulmarg sparks Olympics dream. You see, in Olympics, we also have Winter Olympics, right? But we don't participate in it much because we are not exposed to it. But now, in let us say Ladakh region, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, wherever snow is available, we can go and train them so that they can participate in some of the Winter Olympics also in future. Larger bench to hear plea against Dawoodi Bohra practice. See guys, excommunication in the Dawoodi Bohra community. Can it be protected practice despite the coming into force of Maharashtra Protection of People from Social Boycott Act of 2016? See guys, in Dawoodi Bohra community, normally they will expel the people, boycott the people if they have done any crime. Now, because of this, many people will follow what the villagers will try to tell them. Now, is that legally correct or not? Supreme Court wants to check. Fine. So, Maharashtra has also passed an act protection of people from social boycott, Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act of 2016. Yeah. Yes, the most important article of today's news is discovery of lithium deposits in Jammu and Kashmir to cut down import needs. Fine. What is the importance of this, guys? You see, in Jammu Kashmir, we are finding lithium, guys, which is a first for India. This would reduce our import dependency on lithium. Lithium is used in batteries, guys. And if we use it in batteries, we can store electricity. We can use this for solar energy. We can use this for electric vehicles. We can use this even for, like, mobile phones and all. So this would benefit lithium deposits. Fine. So today India is importing lot of lithium deposits. Availability of this in Jammu Kashmir is a significant step. 5.9 tons is not huge, but yeah, definitely it will lead to good number of explorations across the world. Fine. In India also, if we can find lithium deposits more, then India can also become hub of several industries. Wildlife enthusiasts spot 145 species during Sundarban Bird Festival. See guys, in Sundarbans, right, where you have the tiger reserve, it is also a wetland. Several species come here for sure, guys. Every year there are more number of species, birds which come, settle and go. Because of this, people are interested to study about them, right? So there are several such festivals in India occurring in different parts. Russia attacks targets across Ukraine with missiles, drones. China US power over resolution to blast. Adani shares extend slide as MSCI cuts free float of four firms. So bad days for Adani. Anyways, guys, in this lithium, where it is beneficial can be a prelims question. Guys. Benefits of lithium can be a prelims question. So just make a note of it. One, it is found in Jammu Kashmir. Second point, you can write about rechargeable batteries for smartphones, laptops, and electric cars. Yes, guys. These are the important issues, guys. Thank you.